Would you take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen? The stock market is selling off yet again. It's currently about 12:20 p.m. on the East Coast. The Dow's down 0.8%. The S&P's down 1.3%. The Nasdaq's down 2.3%. As we have the Russell down 1%. VIX is up 4%. And we have gold at break even as silver's down 1.2%. And don't worry, guys. We're going to break down Bitcoin and Ethereum here in a couple of minutes. Last I checked, those were red as well. So in this video, we're going to break down the market, stocks, charts, Bitcoin, Ethereum, what I'm doing. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and let's just get right into it. And by the way, get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 6 stocks from Webull, link down below. Literally free money, guys, and that runs out at the end of June, just a couple of days to go. So get your free money, link down below. And with that being said, let's get into it. So look at what is going on. And not to toot my own horn, but what did I say? Did I not say this could happen? There was a likelihood that this could happen. Look at what's going on. SPY and Triple Q, both of these got rejected at the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Go figure, right? This has happened time and time again over the past couple of months. And are they going to completely free fall collapse from here? Maybe that could happen, but it's not 100% showing us that, because both of these, Triple Q and SPY, are still above the 50 moving average, right around that's right around 282 here on Triple Q, and SPY, it's let's see here, probably right around 378, 380. So as long as SPY and Triple Q hold above the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frames here, there's still hope for the bulls. But if the bulls fail to hold that point, we fall under 370 on SPY. We fall under, let's see here, 300. Well, not 300 actually. 280 on Triple Q. That's going to be where a huge bloodbath could follow. And tomorrow we have that GDP number. Do not forget, guys, Q2 GDP. That's going to be a big factor here. This could go either way at this point, and clearly, as of now, at least 12:20 on the East Coast, it's going downwards, right? We are getting that selling pressure. So clear rejection at that 180 SMA. Like I said, there could be more downside, guys, in these markets. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And look at the VIX. Did we not say this on the VIX? Well, I guess the VIX is not really popping quite yet. But over the past couple of weeks, since the end of April, early May, we can see here the VIX, and honestly the past couple of months, this has been the case. The VIX has gone 35, almost 40 many times. But notice in the past couple of weeks, the VIX has not gone under 25, 26, right? It's not gone under that, other than one little blip. It went to 24, and then it ended up ripping back up. So where I'm going with this is the VIX is now back in that 25, 26 range, where it's bottomed out pretty much every time the past couple of weeks. Are we going to get that blip back upwards now? That move back up, whatever you want to call it, to 30, 35 on the VIX? It could be coming, guys. It could be coming. So I'm just putting that on your radar. Watch out for the VIX there. And again, those levels that we mentioned on SPY and Triple Q. And with that being said, my voice is freaking dry today. Let me get some coffee, guys. We're not going to edit this video. We're going to run right through with it. With that being said, let's go over here now to Webull, which we're going to see these crypto charts now. And by the way, get your 6 stocks again from Webull, link down below. This is my favorite platform for charting Bitcoin, Ethereum. I've always used it, and recently we started covering more, talking more about Bitcoin and Ethereum on the channel because viewer demand. You guys want to see it. And here it is. So Bitcoin's currently at 20,500 when I'm filming this video. It's down about 80 bucks a coin, down 0.4% over the past, 24 hours, right? So we're seeing it's still getting rejected, still clear selling pressure, resistance, whatever you want to call it, at about 21.5 to 22,000, like I've been saying here for the past couple of videos. But we haven't quite yet gotten that leg down quite yet, which I've mentioned. If it breaks 20,000, which is where that leg down could really accelerate, at that point, the bears are going to take this maybe back down to that 17, 18 level, 1,000, right, per coin. but we haven't gotten it quite yet. So at this point, we have been the past 4, 5, 6 days, 7. Really, it's been over a week at this point. Bitcoin's been trading range bound between 20,000 and about 21.5 to 21.7. So we really have to pick direction either way. And by the looks of it, I think this could go down more. And again, watch for that 20,000 break on Bitcoin on the downside. Ethereum, let's pull that up. Ethereum, pretty much same thing. Past couple of days, it's been trading range bound between 1150 to 1250. And today it's down 0.6% so far, and it looks like it's heading closer to 1150 than it is 1250, right, guys? It looks like this chart is slowly starting to collapse. And I don't want to say slowly starting to collapse, but it's slowly starting to make its way more towards 1150. And if Ethereum breaks under, let's say, 1100, 1000 especially, that's where more red bears could really start piling in. So what do you think about this? It looks like, again, sideways range bound is what Bitcoin, Ethereum have been trading at, and same with the stock market, and not in the same time period per se. Let me show you guys. Let's go back to SPY and Triple Q. I guess until today, where we're getting that big dump off. We were trading sideways for the past day and a half on SPY. If I pull it up and show you guys this 5-day look. Past day and a half up until today's dump off about an hour ago, 2 ago. That's where we were trading sideways. And same thing with Triple Q. But again, now we're selling off aggressively. We're clearly picking direction. And another thing worth looking at here on Triple Q and SPY before I forget is this 20-day 1-hour chart. Triple Q, you got to see if it holds the uptrend here, which as of now, even though we're selling off aggressively, Triple Q is holding the uptrend on this 20-day chart. If we do collapse under this point, that is where the selling could really, really start getting ugly. Look, I mean, if we take out 282, 280 on Triple Q, watch out below. 20-day chart, very important. And you guys can see same thing here on SPY, right? Higher lows are still holding on this 20-day chart, but 377, 375 breaks. Watch out below. So good thing I saw that, actually, because I forgot to mention this time frame in the video, or not the video earlier today, but earlier in this video, right? So let's now go over some stocks. If you guys are still hanging in there, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Make sure to subscribe, and let's talk about some stocks. So the Google split is coming up. The Google split is coming up, and let's pull up the chart and talk about it a little bit. So GOOG, right? This is a company that you guys know, and it's not Google exactly, or officially. It's Alphabet, right? That's the parent company. Alphabet is it's my biggest individual stock holding. I've mentioned that time and time again on the channel. You guys, for the most part, probably know that at this point. And this stock has slowly been breaking out recently. Nothing crazy. It's not a full-on reversal, but it slowly started breaking out of these moving averages, I think 2 days ago. Yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever day. And you can see it also took the highs out barely, but it did from earlier in June. So that's a good sign. Although today Google is down about 3%, and it's still above the moving averages, but it is coming down a little bit. Let's see now if we get buyers at about 2250, maybe 2275 on Google. If it collapses under 2200, guys, boom, we're going right back down to bear territory. It's going to collapse at that point most likely. But if we get buyers around 2200, 2250, this could be setting up for maybe a higher low breakout heading into that split, which the record date is July 1st, just a couple of days from now. I believe that July 1st is on Friday. Yeah, that's literally this Friday. So based on the shares you own, I believe on July 1st, you're going to get that 20-for-1 split. The payment date is July 15th, though. So you're not going to get those additional shares until July 15th. And you're going to get 20-for-1, whatever the share price is that day. divided by 20, however many shares you own, you do the math, right, guys? So at this point, Google is my biggest individual stock holding, and I'm super pumped about the split because I'm going to be able now to have the option, if I want, to sell covered calls. I don't own 100 shares of Google right now, but post-split, I will own over 100 shares of Google. So that's going to be great. I'm going to be able to have that option to do covered calls if I want to, and that's going to be good for that extra income. If you want to make premium income, if you guys have never done that from selling covered calls, I do that a lot. It's freaking great. And you have to do it strategically, right? You have to do it strategically. But if you do it well, and you kind of master it over time, and it's not really that hard, to be honest. It's not like a very difficult thing to do, selling covered calls. But if you do it over time, you can really start making a great amount of little side income within your portfolio, and that adds and compounds over time, it helps you do well, outperform the market some years, maybe over time as well, depending on, of course, what you're doing in your portfolio. I can't guarantee anything, guys. I mean, I'm not telling you that this will help you outperform the markets. It could, but I'm not saying it will for sure, if you know what I mean. But I'm excited after this split to be able to do that with Google. And hopefully it goes down lower, to be honest. I kind of want this thing to go under 2,000. It might not. Who knows? It might not go under 2,000. It might. Who the heck knows? But I would love for it to do that so I could buy more shares. And for now, I'm just holding Google. I'm not buying more. Obviously, I'm not selling any. I'm just holding on through this split, and we'll see what it does after. I think we saw Amazon split, and it tanked afterwards. Hopefully, Google does that as well, and we'll be able to get some cheap shares of Google in that scenario. So did you guys see Wynn and Las Vegas Sands? We got some good news out of China today when it comes to, COVID. Shares of Macau casino stocks, Wynn, Las Vegas Sands, are surging today after China announced they are going to loosen travel restrictions for international travelers. And as you guys know, Wynn, Las Vegas Sands, they have a bulk of their business in China, and obviously people going to China on travel, increasing that number of people going to China, that's going to be good for the businesses, right? People are going to be going casinos, hotels, yada, yada, yada. You guys know how that goes. And China's National Health Commission said that people arriving from outside the country would be required to quarantine for 10 days. Oh my gosh. As opposed to the previous 21-day quarantine. Oh my goodness. That is insane. So they are really still going hard on COVID. I mean, I feel like COVID is really not a thing here anymore in the United States. I mean, for sure, people... it depends on where you're living. But here in Jersey, it's not like Texas or Florida where they've had it's just been open for the whole time pretty much. But, it's been pretty normal here for about 2 years at least, over 2 years. But in China, it's crazy out there still, guys. It is crazy out there. And now that they're easing up a little bit, that is good for Las Vegas Sands, Wynn Resorts. And the stocks are moving. We have LVS up 6.3% on the day today. We have Wynn up 6%, almost 5.5%. Earlier in the day, they were up even more. So my alert right now is set at $64 a share on Wynn. If that breaks, boom, big upside could be right around the corner. And for Las Vegas Sands, it's already breaking out of these moving averages. It just needs to break out of 37 as well. That might not happen here in the short term. It might take a couple of weeks, but if LVS cracks 37, 38, 40, 43, 44 is my next target. So more like 42 to 44, the upper end of the target here for me. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap the video up. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join my Patreon if you want all my real-time buys, sells, call-outs, everything I'm doing in the markets. I also post exclusive morning update videos on Patreon. That's linked down below. Or you can go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon to join. And don't forget, do not forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit. Each of those could be valued all the way up to $2,500, and you can get 6 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those free stocks are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.